Okay, let's make this one quick because I am tired. Right, official time. Excuse me. And we're going to review Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Airrazor. I've got the Transmetal. I have reviewed the Transmetal. The Transmetal is way bigger than this. Like, stupidly bigger than this. I don't have it handy, and I don't like the figure enough to go and find it. But let's have a look at what we've got. We got this, and she's got like a bird-like head and a big gap for a hinge, and she's got some big orangey robot bits and big robot shoulder hinges. There are a lot of things that fail on this. I suppose you're supposed to just look at it a certain way, and that certain way is like that. And if you look at it like that, it's beautiful. There's nothing you can say about it. Nothing you can really say against it. It's beautiful. Yep. If you just look like that, nice pretty bird, everything's great. You start looking at like that, not so much. Maybe I'm petty, and I am petty. I think you should know that from the videos by now. But these bright orange bits, I know they're for the robot mode, I know they're accurate in the robot mode, but they stand out so much here. And then these shoulder bits. I dare say someone third party will get a piece that you could put over there to cover them up. Just some sort of like cover that slots in or something, just covers those up. Maybe you could have a whole piece to cover the underside, because yeah. Legs are quite nice. They got a hinge here and a hinge there, and they're on a ball joint, so you can get a bit of posing out of that. The head turns, folds, turns. Told you I was tired. Oh, and the mouth opens. Does open. There it is. There's a tiny, tiny little bird tongue in there. But it's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I'm not going to say it's great, but it's fine. Put the legs back for a bit of a flying pose. It's about as good as it gets. Just... what's all this? Like, the bird should stop like there. Right? That whole thing shouldn't exist. You got the tail, which should be sticking out for, keeping the balance and stuff like that, so there should be nothing underneath it. That shouldn't be there, and the legs should just be there. This whole thing shouldn't exist. Right? That's how the bird should be, roughly. It just doesn't quite look right, does it? And you got these, which I suppose could be bombs or something, if you wanted them to be. Let's get a size comparison, and I'll put the wings all the way out straight so you can see how big the wingspan is. It's quite impressive. And I'll give you a comparison from the same line, because I'm interesting like that. Go on, stand, stand. Kingdom Cheetah. So her wingspan is way bigger. Like, let's just get it to roughly the start. Come on, play the game. Up there. So she's half a wing longer than Cheetah. They look fine together. It's one of those, I got this figure and went, Airrazor, I remember Airrazors. Wait, did she actually do anything in the show? At all, other than be Tigertron's love interest. But then, did Tigertron actually do anything? Don't know. Anyway, I suppose we should transform it. So first things first, we can get the head straight, and we'll just leave the wings out of the way. It doesn't really matter. Okay, first thing we do is we're going to get this leg on the hinge, see the silver pin there. We're going to pop it out to the side, same on this one. What they've got is these little golden notches sticking out there, which also make sort of like a bit of the hip. They go into these angled notches there. Okay, so we get that out, rotate those around, straighten the leg all the way out, turn it around at the knee, and then might as well turn the foot around. So this is the back of the leg. Okay, so we're going to straighten it all out to there. Straighten it out. Turn the knee around. You can turn it either way, but if this is still there, you can take this off. You might as well leave it on for transformation. If you turn it that way, you'd need to... Sorry, turn it this way, you'd have to take that off. You might as well just turn it that way for ease. And then turn the foot around. Okay. So the legs are done, pretty much. Other thing to do is bring these out. There you go. These are the arms. On that silver pin there you go. It's the shoulder, blah blah blah, down to sort of bend upwards, sort of pseudo mid wrist action, whatever it is. But there's this little tab on the bottom of the hand, which goes into that slot in there. And that's how this locks into place. So bring this one out. Let's straighten the arm out, straighten the arm out. We'll tidy all that up in a bit. Now we come to the back. We need to get this tail fin piece and bring it up. There's the big flat tab there that goes into a slot there. Now we've got that up, we can rotate the waist. I'm expecting a phone call soon, so I'm kind of trying to get through this quick. Apologies. Turn the waist round. Okay. Okay. Now we have to try and get this panel open. There we go. Right. Okay. Get that open and rotate the head. At least most of the way through. We're going to get to about there. Okay? Because now, see these little yellowy goldy bits here and here? Guess what they are, kids? Say it with me. Loud motorway. Say it with me, kids. Double hinges. Yeah. You double hinge this whole piece down. Okay? So. And they'll want to turn on their own. So, like, now I've got it wonky. So, yeah, it's a bit fiddly. Okay. Put the head down straight. Okay. This has got... Where am I? These notches at the top, that is for bird mode. The ones at the bottom are for robot mode. So they notch into holes in there. Notch into place. Okay. Push this tab in the back into place. Okay. The tail fin one. And now, see, you can just leave the wings like this and display them how you want. I'll tell you what, we'll do the arms. Bring the shoulder pad up, bring the arm down, rotate it. That, rotate down, blah, blah, blah. And that's the basic robot mode done. And it's fine. But let me just tidy up the wings. You can just leave them like that and do what you want with them, and that's fine. Wow, there's some noisy people on the road today. What you're supposed to do is get them up, and this is just made of hinges. So you get this. See this little notch coming out here? That goes into that hole there using another double hinge. And then you can just fold the wing. And it goes like that. So now you still got that kind of wingspan, and it still hinges from here. But instead of being slightly ungainly and all the way out there, you got this. It's a bit neater, basically. So we'll double hinge, tab that in, fold that back. And that's a robot mode wingspan. It's still pretty good. It's not bad at all. And now we might as well get these things, which I'm going to guess are some sort of guns. They fire arrowheads. I can't remember if she did something like that in the cartoon. And just tab them into the arm. You can put them in the hands, but why would you? Oh, and she has tiny little maximal symbol right there. Isn't that nice? And yeah, there she is. Robot mode, all dicky dolled up and all the rest of it. And she looks good. I'm not going to lie, she does. She looks really good. Is she perfect? I wouldn't say so. Like, is it just me, or is the head too big? Or is it just all the extra, like, feathers and styling and stuff? The head just seems a bit big to me. I've had to tighten these hinges a lot because the legs are just randomly bend in the middle. Just a couple of things like that. I've just had to do little pieces on, not too much. I think these shoulders I actually had to spray some oil to loosen because that hinge. I think I had to loosen that because it's too tight. Nothing worth writing home about, but just bits and pieces I have done. And size comparison. Earthrise grapple. So she's definitely a deluxe. I like how the bird mode compacts up and it goes really nicely and it all fits together lovely and all the rest of it. But I think she looks better in the robot mode. But in the robot mode, I'm sitting there and I just feel like I should nitpick it. Like, another thing that they had on Cheetor. Is that just so you can have the legs straight forward? Is that all that's for? Because you can get the leg to about there anyway. So do you need the little flap at the front? Are the legs a little bit skinny? Yeah. Are they supposed to be? I guess. No holes in the bottom, but there's a hole in the back, so you can put things on her. Hips, hands, the slots where these fit in, and no other 5mm ports. But you're not going to be doing this with her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, it sounds like a downer. I'm not trying to put a downer on it. She's really pretty. Like, genuinely, she's a really pretty figure. You know, and you can have her flying around and, you know, get some kind of hinge out there. And there's a weird phone call from London. I don't know anyone from London. I'm not answering that. I say, she's very pretty. She is genuinely very, very pretty. You can get some lovely poses out of her, but is she perfect? I'd say not. I mean, let's bring the head up. Pretty sure her eyes looked like that in the cartoon because they were weird. But, I don't know. I'm probably just nitpicking. I know I'm nitpicking. But I think everyone's like, oh, she's the best figure in the wave. I'm like, is she though? I'm quite happy with Cheetor, to be honest. If it wasn't for the stupid weapon, if he actually had a gun, Cheetor would be perfect. Oh, the Tigertron. Looks like they have voyaged him, and he has got a gun. So, way to go, me. So if someone wants to buy that for me, because I'm poor, I've started a new job, and I don't know when I'm going to get paid for it, so I'm going to be poor for the next couple of months. Which isn't great, because it's coming up to Christmas, but whatever. So, yeah. She is good. I'm not going to lie, she is good. She's a good figure. So, if you can find her cheap or whatever, if you find her on eBay or something, get her. Even if you find her at normal prices, if you want to get her, you're not going to be disappointed. Unless you really don't like the bird mode. But anyway, I'm going to go because I am very, very tired. So, I shall be ugly, I shall be wretched, I shall see all of you in the next one, where my robot mode will show through in my alternate mode. I'm kidding, I'm an action master, I don't transform. Bye!